Well, good evening. Welcome to Bedtime Stories with me, Pastor Michelle. Today's Saturday, December 5th, I had to think. And our bedtime story tonight comes from Sleeping Beauty, and it's called The Helpful Dragon. Princess Aurora and Prince Philip were out for a ride when a small dragon popped out from behind a tree and ran over to them. "Oh, he's so cute," Aurora exclaimed. "Let's take him home. I'm going to call him Crackle." "Well, he does seem like a harmless little fellow," Philip agreed. When Philip and Aurora rode into the courtyard, the three good fairies were hanging banners for a ball. King Stefan and the Queen were coming to the castle. Flora gasped when she saw Crackle. Dragons can be so dangerous." "I think he's sweet," Merryweather spoke up. Just then Crackle noticed a kitten in a basket of wool. Crackle listened to it purring, then he tried to purr. Purr! Clouds of smoke streamed from his nose and mouth. Crackle looked sad. "Oh, Crackle," Aurora said gently, "you're not a kitten. You're a dragon." Aurora noticed that Crackle still looked unhappy, so she took him to the castle, but King Hubert heard Crackle and rushed into the room. "How did a dragon get in here?" Frightened, Crackle ran to the garden. Aurora found the little dragon sitting beside a fountain, watching a fish. Splash! Before Aurora could stop him, Crackle jumped into the water. "Crackle, you're not a fish. You're not a kitten either. Do you think no one will like you because you're a dragon?" Crackle nodded. "You can't change what you are, but you can be a helpful dragon." Suddenly, thunder boomed. Rain began to pour down. "I'm afraid King Stefan and the Queen might lose their way." Aurora looked at Crackle. "Crackle, would you please fly to the top of the tower and blow the largest, brightest flames you can to guide my parents to the castle?" Crackle nodded. Soon gold and red flames lit up the sky. "See," Aurora told the little dragon later that night, "never try to be something you're not, because who you are is already wonderful." Woo! Disney dropping the good truth there. That is I have said that to the confirmation kids. I've said it to myself in the mirror. Never try to be something you're not, because who you are is already good enough. That is an important truth for every single one of us to remember. So, let's hear about Mahala Jackson. She is a gospel singer, and who she is good enough. And she is our bold woman of the night, of the day. Okay. All right. So, she was born and raised in New Orleans. She was always surrounded by the sounds of blues and Mardi Gras. As a child, she sang jazz songs by Bessie Smith in her room at night. But little Hailey, as she was called, came from a religious family, and the only music that was acceptable to them was gospel music. She made her singing debut in the choir at the Mount Moriah Baptist Church and blew everyone away with her voice. Later in life, she felt the urge to sing non-religious music, but she had made a promise to herself and her family to sing only gospel, and she stuck to that her whole life. She turned down nightclub shows and lived on very little money, but in 1946, she recorded a single, "Move On Up a Little Higher," that sold over 2 million copies. She gained a following around the U.S. and traveled for performances. Her shows drew large crowds from both the black and white communities. Segregation was still the law of the land,